Good afternoon, my name is Ivan Gutierrez, and this is my presentation on hepatitis A. Hepatitis A is a P. coronavirus, and it comes from the genus Hepatovirus. It is a non-enveloped, which means it can be shed in stools, and it's a single-stranded RNA virus, which could be observed on the right side of the screen. The replication cycle for hepatitis A is non-cytopathogenic. It also multiplies in the intestinal tract and is pretty resilient as a virus. It could actually survive in the environment for several days. It is resistant to low pH, heat, and freezing, but if you have high temperatures, will usually inactivate the virus. Hepatitis A shows tropism for liver cells. If you take a look on the picture on the left, you have a healthy liver compared to a liver that has been infected with hepatitis. The incubation period is between 2 to 8 weeks. And like mentioned before, it shows tropism for liver cells, so it causes a liver disease. So how serious is this the disease caused by hepatitis A? In general, most patients experience mild infections, but there are some instances where severe clinical manifestations of hepatitis A are possible, such as vomiting. In the US alone, there are about 3,365 cases reported every year. And according to the CDC, the incidence rate for hepatitis A in 2010 was 0.5 cases per 100,000. This means that it has a pretty low mortality. Again, in most cases, hepatitis A virus infections don't lead to liver failure or death, but some of the symptoms could be experienced for up to 6 months. In general, though, they only last for about 2 to 21 days. The signs and symptoms of hepatitis A could actually be broken down into 3 stages. The first stage is known as the asymptomatic stage. That is followed by the pre-icteric period, and lastly, you have the third and final stage. In the asymptomatic stage, this is where people don't experience any symptoms, but could still spread the virus in their stool. In the pre-icteric period, this is where you'll find your most common symptoms, and those include diarrhea, constipation, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, malaise, muscle pain and joint pain, cough, and fever. So this will be considered your most common hepatitis A symptoms. And then lastly, the third stage is where you find your more severe symptoms, and those include dark urine, pale stools, and lastly jaundice, which turns your eyes and skin yellow. The diagnosis for hepatitis A is usually a blood test, which is looking for the anti-HAF IgM antibodies in the serum, which can be detected for 5 to 10 days before the symptoms appear. Usually, when they perform the hepatitis A test, is because they're doing an acute viral hepatitis panel. So when they're looking for all the hepatitis, they also test for hepatitis A. The only natural host for hepatitis A is humans, but some primates in laboratory conditions have been infected. Risk groups. According to the World Health Organization, if you're part of the low socioeconomic status, live in rural areas, have limited access to sanitation facilities, work in high-risk occupations such as childcare, if you are part of a minority or your race is a certain race, minority race, if you are part of the older population, men having sex with men, use of illegal drugs, and poor hygiene practices all put you at risk of contracting hepatitis A. So if you're part of any of these groups, it's likely or is more likely that you'll be infected with hepatitis A. Here I have a table showing how Mexican Americans or foreign-born Mexican Americans are more likely to be diagnosed with hepatitis A in comparison with US-born non-Hispanic white. We're looking on the line on the top. And then this is a table showing that countries or underdeveloped countries have a higher percentage of hepatitis A infections. Okay, so how is the virus transmitted? Hepatitis A is primarily transmitted by the fecal-oral route, meaning usually a person will ingest some type of fecal residue through food or water that has been contaminated with hepatitis A. But it could also be spread through a personal contact, such as certain types of sexual contact like oral anal sex, caring for someone who has hepatitis A, or using drugs with someone infected with hepatitis A. In general, hepatitis A is extremely contagious, and people, like mentioned before, are able to spread it even if they don't feel sick. Is hepatitis A avoidable? Yes, it is. There's certain things you can do to reduce the risk of spreading and catching the virus. First of all, you gotta practice good personal hygiene. You gotta wash your hands often, especially after using the bathroom. You gotta wash fruits and vegetables before you eat them. Avoid eating raw or uncooked meat or shellfish, and avoid sexual contact with someone that has hepatitis A. The best way to prevent hepatitis A is through vaccination, which has to be, administered more than once to receive the full benefit. As far as the treatment goes, there's not a specific treatment for hepatitis A. In most cases, this disease is treated with immunoglobulin from other persons that have been infected and build antibodies. If the infection is diagnosed quickly, though, before the incubation period, then the vaccine could actually be used as a treatment. Here I just have a few resources that I wanted to provide you with. The first one is National Hepatitis website, which the picture is kind of small, but in this website you'll find resources such as who to contact if you get hepatitis A, the symptoms, and just how to avoid, hepatitis A in general. The CDC website provides a pretty good overview of what the virus is and how it works and who is most at risk for the virus. And lastly, same thing as the National Hepatitis website, the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Disease has a pretty good website for resources about hepatitis A. And then I'll conclude my presentation with a quick flyer or summary of hepatitis A. Again, it is a liver disease which is spread when fecal matter enters the mouth. It may last for several weeks, but most people recover completely. A way to prevent it is to be, hygienic food and water, clean bathrooms, proper hand washing. Some of the symptoms include abdominal pain, vomiting, yellowing of the skin and eyes, and is usually spread by direct contact, food and beverages, and poor sanitation or if you handle objects that had previously been handled by someone infected with hepatitis A. Here is my reference page. That is it for my presentation. Thank you for taking the time.